Hello, students. I thought I'd make a little video about your websites. I would like to show you what I'm expecting for them, showing you my website, which is in process, and probably just a little bit about formatting the website, adding different blocks, stuff like that. So, here we go, website creation. We did go over this in school, in class, when we were meeting together. So I want to rip through this very quickly because you guys can all read as well. Okay, content. What do you need? Producers. Bam, that's a big one right there. And then the consumers. You have your primary, your secondary, and your tertiary. Show a food web. Um, Showcase some of your consumers and find interesting adaptations for each. You have to highlight your decomposers in your ecosystem. Where is your ecosystem located on Earth and why? And how is the climate in your ecosystem? How is it connected with where it is in the world? I'll probably do a video explaining these two specifically to help you out because I think a lot of students might have some trouble with that one. That's absolutely fine. Okay. You do have to have a small worksheet or something that your fourth grader can follow about your ecosystem, a web quest or a worksheet. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting, but it's way easier just to show you what we're looking at. So I don't want to choose any of your ecosystems. So basically, I did an Antarctic ecosystem way down south. It's even colder than tundra. Okay. So here's just a little show of what, and I'm not done yet, but a little show of what I'm looking at. Okay, start out here. Antarctica is a cold, icy place in the world, but even with temperatures as low as negative 50 degrees Celsius, there is still life. If you scroll down, then you can see some cute little penguins, stuff like that. And that's all from my first page. Okay, I do have to put some more pages in, but right now I have it organized. You got home, producers, consumers, decomposers. I'm going to be adding my two more pages. One is going to be for the food web, and the last page is going to be for the climate that we see in this Antarctic ecosystem. So that's my homepage right there. You can go to producers, meet the producers of Antarctica. I'm not going to read through all of this, but basically the producers there, they live in the water. I mean, there's so much ice. Um, a little tiny bit of moss and lichen can live on the rocks, but that's it. There's essentially no soil. And so all the producers are all plankton that lives in the ocean. Now, consumers, this is the one that I'm still working on. You have your primary consumers. Now remember, the target age, the target grade is fourth grade for these kids. So I had to explain what are primary consumers because they're not going to know what primary consumers are. Okay. Um, so I started out primary consumer. I focused on krill. This might be a little bit too much right there, having the GIF, having the movement there. I went maybe a little bit too wild and crazy with it. Um, but we took a look at krill first, and then I moved on to secondary consumers. We got penguins. I talk a little bit about the eggs and how they incubate them, and a few of the adaptations that God gave penguins to be able to survive down there. And then keep going on, I was going to add something about the tertiary consumers. And I think I was going to go with, I'm not sure if I'm going to go with a whale. Yeah, I think I'll do a humpback whale and maybe a leopard seal as well, because those are just really cool, very interesting things. Okay. Decomposers, this is the one that I am on. I haven't finished that one yet. So consumers, decomposers, and a few more things. But I'd like to show you how I'm doing mine. So let me see if I can find it right here. Boom. Here's my editor. You already watched the video on how to use the build. Boom. The pages, how to add different pages, stuff like that. Theme, I did not mess with theme a whole lot, but if you want to, you can mess with the theme. The more I'm using it, the easier I'm finding it is to use. Okay, there's a few things I don't like I wanted this to be a little higher up here. I tried putting spacers in there and I couldn't pull it off. Um, I'm not getting it exactly how I like it, but it's still doing a fairly good product. So I'm happy with that. Okay. So, boom, right here, like I said, I'm working on the decomposers. So I go to the decomposers page. It looks something like this. I just have to look something up. Good. Okay. One thing in my original, when I originally did it, my decomposers page, it had a different symbol here. It was set up as a blog, and I was having some trouble with that. And so I just deleted it, made a new page, and called it decomposers. Okay. Few things I want to show you. First thing, this background. I'm going to change the color. I don't like that black. I'm going to go with a blue background. And yeah, I like a nice deep blue background for the decomposers. That looks pretty good right there. I'm going to go back. Okay. All right, it says decomposers here. Click to set custom HTML. That's if you're going to do an embed code. I'm not going to do the embed code right now, but I do want to show you how to do it. Okay. Putting pictures in, putting images in. I'm going to go to my build. I am going to go ahead and pull up this. This is a nice little hagfish thing. What pictures do I like? I like this one right here. Boom. So I'm going to two-click on it. I'm going to hit Save Image As. Now I went ahead and I made a file on my desktop. In your Chromebook, you just go into Files. I made a file for it. Website pics. It's called Eggfish1. Boom. And let's just go ahead and save another one. I want one in the water right there. Okay. Let's see here, save image as. I think I was already there and I didn't have to, but we'll just call that Hagfish2. All right, now to my, oh, that's my published website. Now down here, I'm going to put some text down there and then put the images in. So if I go up here, I'm going to grab the text, put it here, and it formats itself. Boom, okay. Now I do this much longer, much more thorough, and actually spell things correctly if I was doing it for real, but decomposers break things down, and I'll continue that later when I'm not taking up your time, okay? I talk about how the hagfish live in the icy waters and they decompose stuff, they break stuff down, stuff like that, okay? Image, boom, I'm going to go ahead, pull in an image, and it's going to do one, click right here, upload from my computer, and let's just put in hagfish1, bam, all right? Now, I'm not going to worry about reformatting it and stuff like that because I'm going to do another image right next to it, and then I'll move that over. Let's put hagfish2 here. Bam, open. Cool. Alrighty. So we have a start. I have some words there, stuff like that. One thing I would like to be able to do, and I think you guys will be able to do it on your Chromebook. I went ahead and I found a video, and I would love to put a video in there. But this is where Apple, where Steve Jobs and Google doesn't exactly get along. Your embed code. Down here for Weebly, you guys will probably be able to do it, and I'd probably be able to do it if I pulled up my Chromebook, but down here, where is the embed? Boom, embed code. You can probably put, if you want to put a video in there, put an embed code, okay? Now, what you would want to do if you go to find a video, this is a good video on hagfish, kind of nasty, but it's a good video. Right around here, you should have a share button. And I wish it was down here, but it's not. You should have a share button. If you click on that, you can click on embed code, and they'll give you some code. And if you take that, highlight that embed code that it gives you, and then put it into your Weebly right where it says, click to set HTML. If you paste that in, it should just put your video right in there. Okay? I'm sure you're going to have more questions about it. I am looking at holding a Google Meet sometime just to answer your questions. If you want some ideas, ideas on animals, interesting animals that you could do to spice up your website, make it really, really cool, go ahead and shoot me an email. We could also take care of some of that during our Google Meet. Building a website is going to be tough. It's going to be hard to be able to do, but I think it's good. I think it's a good exercise figuring out how to be able to do it. Now let's just go see if it updated. Bam, and it did. Okay. I think this is a good skill to be able to design something, make it look good, and have it be educational at the same time. Shoot me any emails if you have any questions. I'll do my best. Once again, hope you guys are all doing well. Would much rather be face to face with you, but hey, this is the way it is right now. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.